amazing viewers, good day to you all. Welcome to my channel. When I say there is no other persons, or should I say person that the market Nigeria like our leaders, it will look as if I don't even know what I'm saying. Now these leaders, by their action or inaction, have shown clearly how they have been able to demarket the nation. The thing the people who are criticizing the government or calling them for what they have done or they have failed to do are the ones doing so. No. For a long time coming, Nigerians have been saying a lot of things, and most of these videos we see on social media space, this video travel outside the shores of this nation, and it draws the attention of the people. You can imagine where in a nation where the president was not even able to address the whole killing happening in Benue State or take drastic measure towards it. Now he was there talking about something else. Meanwhile, a pope waiting for Vatican was able to say a word of prayer for the people of Benue State. Now you see how far this news travel. I believe this is one of the reasons why these people are trying to, put some form of restriction when it comes to, the social media space usage. But unfortunately, I'm not sure this thing will work for them. And Nigerians will really fight this whole thing. Okay, so for a long time coming, we've have pressing issues, and one would expect that leaders who actually know what they're doing will attend to these things, but no, they have failed woefully over and over again. For over a decade, we've been fighting one particular thing, and it got to the point where even the president said, "Oh, there's nothing like Christian killing, and such a thing is a lie from the pit of hell." TED CRUZ, one of the senators in US, talked about how, Nigerian leaders are responsible for the massacre of Christians by the Islamic jihadists. And then we had the likes of Bayo Onanuga came to, give a stem warning to this person that there's no such thing happening in Nigeria or whatsoever. Now today, terrorists don't they attack. Let me even add here that, whether there is no Christian killing, which there is, whether there is no Christian killing or not, does it really justify the silence, the light hand with which the government is handling terrorism in Nigeria? Now, this whole thing has gone way too much, to the point that, was it not the other day I read that, they even entered inside the mosque and they killed some people, which means the people inside the mosque were actually Muslim worshippers. That's how bad it has gone, That's how bad it has gone. So what effort have you made? Moko forget, then let's assume the truth they are saying now is that there's nothing like Christian killing. How about the whole killing going on? Is it not enough for you to rise up and take one lasting solution, and not this pampering of terrorists we are seeing up and down? Today you will come out and say negotiate with them. Tomorrow you say this governor meets with the stakeholders so that you people will resolve. And you'll be wondering, I don't understand, what is there to resolve? What round table talk are they supposed to have with terrorists? Tomorrow the CDS and the organs and the military will have a re-radicalization program in conjunction with the state government, and then reintegrate people who have killed thousands of people, including innocent soldiers, into the society. Now, how do you purge such a society, from terrorism if we keep having mess like this? The other day, the CDS say, what are broken homes? Abia they put them, now then be the problem why insecurity they exist. I just read the headline like this, and that couldn't even allow me to read the body, and I'm like, what is the meaning of this nonsense? What is all this rubbish going on? Instead of these people to handle this thing once and for all, they are busy talking what is the cause and what is not the cause. I just pray that this Niger of a thing that talked about, naming people who are responsible for sponsoring terrorism in Nigeria will do so. I also want to believe that this whole move being made by TED CRUZ that the media just reported, is also going to be carried out by all the leaders of other nations. Now, as we speak, the TED CRUZ the other day was talking about how Nigerian leaders are the ones sponsoring the massacre, and today we are seeing report that he has made a move by introducing some stuff. Now the move he's making is to slam, heavy sanctions on Nigerian government officials over their alleged silence on, terrorism, which is even a wonderful thing, because at this point, I don't even know whether the government, they lie about Christian killing or not. The bottom line is that there is high level of insecurity. We cannot even sleep well at night. We cannot even travel on our roads. And I love what this man is trying to do. So I'm going to read what the media reported about the latest move made by, TED CRUZ after the TINUBU government replied him. Now, this is getting interesting. And I know say the APC can fear go to hit them. But before I get to do that, let me quickly show you this video where the nonsense is in number 6 in the country, Benjamin Kalu has, said that Alex Oti has not really done anything in, what is it called? In Abia State. Omo, I just hear the video, it's just making the verse.
All the governors in Southeast Africa to work for our people. Yes, sir. Yana Guru Nana Eji Otomoko, Aruano, Nahawu Miracle Work, always you. The miracle maker is that president who release money to the states. But no, the real miracle worker is a man who stopped oil subsidy and did not keep the money in his pocket or keep it in Abuja. They release it to the state. That is the right miracle worker. Stadium, I come on without game. I know I got feel like on. If Romelu come okay, we make big we now the right. Here gonna stadium okay, unna bali. But you gonna bali adi be enough. Always go for this. It's all as a guy no. I know. President whoever on the release. That is the truth. And he had one opposition party in the states. And everybody call it we can be friends, we can be family. As long as we are in a different political party, our job is to be the watchdog of the administration. This administration might be my friend, the leader. That I am opposition leader in Abia State. And as opposition leader, I must speak for the masses. You cannot be getting the kind of money you are getting and you are doing the job that former governors did with the less they were getting. The former governors got very less, 4 billion, 5 billion. And today, TINUBU has released 38 billion, 40 billion. Even the governor give 4 billion or not. The real opposition operation. Can you handle 4 billion no administration now? 4 billion, 5 billion. Okay, 3.5. 3.5, 2 billion, 4 billion. I okay, see, the church. And you want us, in all fairness, to compare you G38 to 40 billion. And there's only 5-6 billion. What do you know?
of those who don't understand the Igbo language. Now, that right up there is just the summary of what he just said. Now, I feel really, disgusted listening to Benjamin Kalu say this trash about Alex Oti, that the money he received or what the governors did with the money they receive is exactly what he's doing. No, it's not exactly what they are, what he's doing. Alex Oti has done differently. What does he even mean by Alex Oti has not done enough? I mean, like, yes, even the Alex Oti knows that he needs to do more, and that is why he's doing his best to make sure that he touch virtually every aspect. Now, this same Benjamin Kalu has vowed that the APC, is going to take Abia State come 2027. I don't really blame this man. No. I don't blame him at all. I think much of the blame, goes to the people who stood there in the first place and then listened to him say all this gibberish, knowing fully well the difference between Alex Oti and the previous governors of Abia State. The Benjamin Kalu himself that is talking, what has he been able to contribute so much so to the people of Abia State since we're in the government? What will be the fantastic thing we don't actually do? It is only when these people are looking for something, that is when you see them try to contribute a little to their people. Please and please, what nonsense is he talking about? Because listening to this whole thing, my blood just the boy. Alex Oti has not done enough. The person who has really done the job is the TINUBU that is releasing the money. Wait, oh, TINUBU not supposed to release the money. Not be waiting on the happen. Other presidents before TINUBU, have they not been releasing money? Have they not been releasing money? Even Alex Oti asked, they give him, he should be ashamed of himself of saying that thing self. TINUBU remove subsidy, but he don't borrow plenty money. Even the person where they give federal allocation, don't even walk past him. Is he not supposed to be ashamed of himself, all in a bid to campaign for TINUBU? For 2027, you just sounded very stupid. TINUBU remove subsidy according to what you're telling the people. So he's giving people money, and that is what Alex Oti is using to do. Alex Oti has not done enough. Okay, TINUBU remove subsidy. They claim to have accrued a lot of money from the subsidy. Yet we have borrowed and borrowed with our borrowing this thing climbing up to 150 or 180 trillion. Is that not foolishness for person who remove subsidy? TINUBU is giving them the money. Other governors, why they no get Alex Oti brain and Alex Oti sense and Alex Oti empathy and sympathy for the masses, use and do what Alex they do? Why they no get that kind intellect? Sometimes some of these individuals say it's just good to look for 2x2 or 2x4 and give them some big smacking on the head. There are things that I hear like this that really, really irritates me, and that's exactly what Benjamin Kalu is doing. I shall not blame Ansha, because I know say at the end of the day, the Abia people will still fight tooth and nail. In fact, if there's anything I would love, is for Benjamin Kalu to go back to his state and relax. Because he seems to be acting like, okay, he holds so much power when it comes to politics in Abia State or politics in the Southeast as a whole. I've been watching him and Dave Umahi for a long time, and they keep speaking gibberish. TINUBU, they release money. Question number one. I don't answer before. Is TINUBU not supposed to release money? Other presidents have not been releasing money. TINUBU remove subsidy. That is why governors are having money. Okay, more money. Okay, why are the other governors not doing what Alex Oti is doing in other states? Alex Oti has not done enough, but there's a world-class hospital he's trying to build. Alex Oti has not done enough, but there are roads that he has commissioned, and just commissioned 6 the other day that prompted so much jubilee in Abia. Alex Oti is not doing enough or has not done enough, but he has made a move towards reviving the paper mill. Alex Oti has not done enough. No, Benjamin Kalu really needs to be dealt with by the Southeast people. He really, really needs to be taught a lesson. Whether not from Ikwa or come from or from another local government in Abia State, because that's a place I know those places are places I know very well. So that's someone that those people from Abia State really need to send back home, because we don't need people, non-entities going out there to represent us at the federal level. You can imagine the non-rubbish talk. TINUBU do this one. TINUBU do all this one. Alex Oti, they use what they give him, which is his right anyways. He's not doing Alex Oti a favor. He's not doing Alex Oti a favor. And even the state is generating this thing. Alex Oti don't they pay debt. If they work, they say they pay debt. Who and TINUBU they do? TINUBU remove subsidy, accrued money as claimed by them. We see they owe more debt. What they don't use and do, we never see. You are campaigning for TINUBU and you just sound so foolish. You just showed us clearly that TINUBU is a failure by your statement. Non-entities. These are the people that we have. Southeast, the Abia state, the one who represent Ono. Maranu hunu gemeya. Know exactly what you will do to him. I'm just interpreting for those who don't understand it. Thank you so much for watching. Please do leave your opinion in the comment section. And now let me read out what the media reported about the recent move made by TED CRUZ.
United States Senator TED CRUZ has accused Nigerian leaders of aiding the mass killings of Christians by Islamic extremists. In a post on his official X handle, CRUZ alleged that government officials in Nigeria are not only ignoring, but in some cases facilitating the violence. Officials in Nigeria are ignoring and even facilitating the mass murder of Christians by Islamic jihadists, the Texas lawmaker wrote. CRUZ said he is sponsoring a legislative measure titled the Nigerian Religious Freedom Accountability Act, which, according to him, would hold those responsible accountable. My Nigeria Religious Freedom Accountability Act will target these officials with powerful sanctions and other tools, he added. The senator's remarks come amid mounting reports of targeted attacks against Christians in Nigeria's Middle Belt and northern states, where churches and Christian communities have repeatedly been the focus of terrorist violence. Just recently, terrorists killed a pastor of the evangelical Winning or Ekwa in Kwara State after adopting him and collecting a 5 million naira ransom. The killing further underscores the vulnerability of Christian leaders and worshippers in parts of the country. A new report also paints a grim picture of the scale of the crisis, stating that Nigeria has effectively become the headquarters and safe haven for 22 Islamic terror groups. According to the report, an average of 35 Christians are killed daily across the country. CRUZ, a Republican, has frequently raised concerns about international religious freedom and has called for the U.S. government to take a tougher stance on countries accused of persecution. Human rights groups, including Amnesty International, have similarly accused Nigerian authorities of failing to act decisively against extremist violence. However, Bola Tinubu has denied that Christians are being persecuted on religious grounds, insisting that his government is committed to protecting all citizens regardless of religion or ethnicity. Now, these whole new acts, introduced by, the senator, or should I say being proposed by the senator, has really made Nigerians to be reacting, happily. And I do hope, that this will be a wake-up call for the Nigerian leaders. I'm just going to head back to the video so we wrap this up.
Look, I am one Nigerian who is glad that we have some of these people trying to intervene in this whole insurgency that we are suffering here in Nigeria. Like, the terrorism thing is getting out of hand. Just like what the former president Olusegun Obasanjo was saying at the book launch of General Irabo. He was saying, okay, this whole thing is not intertwined. You can't even know which we can't even know which one is bandits and which one is the Boko Haram. Everything is just intertwined, and just trying to say, okay, you don't have to you don't have to say, okay, there's a group called bandits. All of them now classify them into one thing. And if this is the move, or this thing is going to be a wake-up call for the Nigerian leaders, I'm telling you the truth, I'll be very, very happy, because the way they are so relaxed about the whole killing, you go even they wonder, okay, the president, look at the last time he paid a visit in Benue State. What did he do? He couldn't even visit the actual place where the whole thing happened. He blamed the terrain, the road for it. Okay, this one away, don't go Plateau State now. I am quite sure there's not going to be any visit to those communities where people have been massacred in their numbers. So if you see the way they handle this, you get to know that they are not prepared to fight it. I say they talk my own. Something will be say every time they never call name. There are people sponsoring all these things, will receive order from above. Nobody is calling name. then it shows that they are not prepared. And then, now that, okay, maybe this thing is going to make them rise up. I see, I'm one person advocating for it because it's just way too much. Whether a Muslim or a Christian is killed, or everybody life matters. We need to at least live. How can we be fighting different things? We dey fight, poverty, negligence from our leaders, and then we are having, insecurity added to it. At least if you don't see food to eat, you should be able to close your eyes very well at night. That's exactly what Nigerians are asking for. Look at communities, they don't disappear, finish. The government, even the assemblymen, never for one day acknowledge any of these things, show their empathy towards these killings. No, not at all. But people outside, they are the ones seeing these things and sympathizing with Nigerians. I must say, I'm seriously happy that this whole thing is happening. And to see that what he is trying to introduce, or what he introduced, according to, a further report, is Nigeria Religious Freedom Accountability Act, mandates, sanctions in officials enforcing or tolerating blasphemy laws alongside other stuff, which is exactly what I am just pasting here for you to see. So if this one, I ain't gonna make them. In fact, I dey pray make it be say they go add other countries go follow suit, and it will be sanctions like don't even come to use our hospitals, don't come. That kind of thing. We don't even want to see your leg in our country. Maybe it will now shake these people to want to fix our own. Because I see say they like US and UK and France well. They like those places. So if something can be done to make these people sit up, I am one Nigeria that is up for it. Seriously, kudos to these senators. We've seen, opposition leaders in Canada also trying to or speaking up about the killings going on. And I tell you the truth is interesting. Even some bishops in Mexico, sometime last year, they also weighed in on this whole killing. So it is good that this thing is gaining international, attention. International media also carrying it. Shame on the government. I tell you, say nobody did the market Nigeria pass like our own leaders. Yet they know they even understand, say, now then the market Nigeria pass. Thank you so much for watching. Please do leave your opinion in the comment section. Kindly subscribe to my channel if you haven't done so. Click on the notification bell the moment you subscribe. That way you get to know as soon as I publish. Thank you so much, guys, for the immense love and for all the support. God bless you richly. Do enjoy the rest of your day and see you guys in my other videos.